A man stands in his bathroom, the door locked from the inside. On the other side, a woman he loves is still talking, the way she has most nights, for months. He tells himself he's listening. He isn't. He left this conversation years ago. She's not talking to him now. She's talking to the wall. He built it one wound at a time, and somewhere along the way, he moved in. You know this man. You shave his face in the morning. This is not another video about boundaries. You've heard that one already. Protect your peace. Hold the line. Cut them off. I'm here to tell you that the thing you guard with all that careful language, you haven't looked at in years. Tonight we find what's behind the wall, and we cut a door. Here is the story you tell yourself. You don't push people away. You have standards. You don't trust easily. That's wisdom, you tell yourself, and you earned it. You don't tolerate disrespect. You stay careful about who gets close, and you call that discernment. From the outside, it looks like a man who finally knows his worth. From the inside, it feels like peace. And every word of it is true. That's what makes it the perfect lie. You didn't choose any of those rules. Each one was laid down the day after something happened to you. The friend who used what you told him, the woman who left while you were mid-sentence, the father who... We'll get to the father. You call it growth. You call it boundaries. You call it standards. You must admit one thing tonight and leave yourself no room to negotiate. You can't remember the last time you let someone all the way in. Not most of the way. All the way. The version of you who does that, you're not sure he still exists. Here is the truth. You don't have boundaries. You have a fortress. And you can no longer tell the difference. That isn't a small problem. That's the whole problem. A boundary is a fence with a gate. You stand at the gate and you decide. A wall has no gate. A wall has no handle. A wall just stands there, doing the one thing it was built to do, long after the army has gone home. Look at what your wall is made of. Every stone is a wound you renamed as a virtue. The betrayal became, I don't trust easily. The humiliation became, I don't tolerate disrespect. The abandonment became, I'm selective. You took the worst things that ever happened to you, and instead of grieving them, you carved them into bricks and built upward. It's a beautiful wall. It might be the most impressive thing you've ever made. People look at it and call it maturity. But a wall made of wounds is not maturity. It's a monument to everyone who ever hurt you. You think you got free of them. You live inside a structure they designed. So how does a man end up living inside his own defenses, unable to find the door? Carl Jung gave us the word, the persona. In 2 essays on analytical psychology, he named the mask every man wears to meet the world, the face you put on to make an impression and to hide what's underneath. A persona is normal. You need one. The problem is never the mask. The problem is the day you forget you're wearing it. Jung's warning was exact. The mask turns dangerous when a man identifies with it so completely that he disappears into it. He stops performing the role and becomes it. He doesn't have a wall anymore. He is the wall. And here is where it started, long before you had words for it. A boy learns early that openness costs him. He says what he feels and gets hit for it. He cries and gets named for it. Weak, soft, too much. So he does the only intelligent thing a boy can do with that. He builds. The Jungian analyst James Hollis had a name for it: the provisional personality. He wrote about it in 1994 in his study of the wounding of men under Saturn's shadow. A self assembled in reaction to childhood, not chosen, improvised under fire by a child to survive one specific house, one specific year. And it worked. That is the cruelest part. The wall saved the boy. But the boy grew up. He left that house. The danger that laid the first stone has been dead for 20 years. Nobody told the wall. It still stands at full height, guarding an empty field, against an enemy that is not coming back. You are a grown man defending a child's borders. And the strength it takes to hold that line, the strength everyone admires in you, is the exact strength you have left over for nothing else. You don't tear a wall like this down. A man who demolishes every defense at once doesn't become free. He becomes a wound with no skin. Just be vulnerable is how you get hurt badly enough to build the wall twice as high, so you don't demolish it. You find where the door goes. 3 movements. First, name the stones. Take one rule you are proud of. I don't let people in too fast. Now trace it back to the exact wound it came from. Not the principle, the night, the person, the thing that happened. Then say it plainly. This is not a value. It's a scar with a slogan. You cannot move a stone you will not look at. Naming it is the first time you have held the wound, instead of hidden behind it. Second, turn around. You have spent your whole life facing outward, watching for the next threat. Turn and face inward. Ask the wall the question you have never asked it. What are you protecting? Then sit in the silence when no answer comes. That blank is not emptiness. It is a room you haven't entered since you were a boy. The man who lives there has been waiting. Third, build the door. Not a breach, not a hole. A door with the handle on the inside where it belongs. Choose one person, not everyone. One. Let them see one thing you would normally brick over. A small thing. Watch what happens. The wall does not fall. The sky does not open. One person simply gets to stand in the room with you, and you survive it. That is the door. You built it. And a door, unlike a wall, opens from the inside whenever you choose. Picture the man who built the door. He still has the wall. He didn't burn it down. He's not naive, and he is not soft. The wall is real, and it is his. But now, it has a door, and that changes everything about him. His yes means something now, because his no is not automatic anymore. When he opens the door, it is a choice. When he keeps it shut, that is a choice too. Either way, a man is deciding. Not a frightened boy. Not a wall on a hair trigger from a war that ended decades ago. He is not a fortress with a man trapped inside. He is a man. A man who knows how to build walls and knows how to open them. The wound is still there. He just stopped using it as a brick. You have guarded this wall for 30 years. The threat lasted 3. So go and find one stone, just one. Name it tonight. The wall is not your enemy. The wall kept the boy alive. But the boy is grown now, and grown men don't live in bunkers. They live in houses, and houses have doors. This channel is for the men doing that work, quietly, without applause. If that is you, subscribe and stay close. The handle is on the inside. It always was. I'll see you in the next one.